Hey guys, welcome to Nibsy's Kitchen. We are about to show you how to do the millionaire base for the millionaire shortbread. This is one of our first videos. So the ingredients are going to come up on screen and we're going to talk you through how to make it.
Perfect. So we've got some softened butter here. It's going to go in a bowl. And then we've got some icing sugar, along with some caster sugar. We've then got some polenta flour, corn flour, rice flour, and then we've got some vanilla extract and some salt. Now I'm going to put this in the mixer to mix it up. Okay, now mix it medium-low speed. It's all plugged in.
That's fine, we can plug it in. That would help, wouldn't it, Ellie?
It would. Good, right. Medium-low. Until it all comes together into a bit of a dough. So once this is all mixed up, in your lined baking tray, tip out your dough a bit and then flatten it with your hands into all the corners. Once it's roughly in, so I like to take a back of a spoon and just smooth it all in so it's all one level.
Okay, once the base has come out the oven, you just smooth it down with the spoon, just to get the air out of it, nice and gently. And as you can see, it's a nice golden colour, and that was 20 minutes in the oven. Hello. Okay, it's just me today. We did the base yesterday with Ellie and we've let it cool, although you don't have to let it cool, but it's nice and golden. Now what we need to do is the caramel. So for the caramel we have butter, brown sugar, golden syrup and a whole can of carnation milk. And we simply pop it on the hob for 10 minutes, continuously mixing it until you get a nice thick golden caramel. And that's ready. That was 11 minutes. Okay, so once the caramel's done, we carefully pour it onto the base, like so. Being really careful because this stuff is seriously hot. There we are. Okay, so now that's been done, we're just going to let it cool. Now it's really important that it cools completely, or it will spoil the chocolate that we're going to put on top. So leave it in the fridge. I would recommend minimum 6 hours. We usually leave it overnight, and then once you take it out, you can check that the caramel's cool and hard, and then we have fun with chocolate. So next up, we're going to do the ganache. So the Millionaire caramel is completely cool. I've parked it here on the side. I've got 100 grams of a good quality chocolate. This one is 53% and it's dairy free and it's soya free. And I've put in 100 mils of double cream in the pan. Now I've put this on a medium heat and I'm warming it through very gently. Now it's important that the chocolate doesn't get too hot. If it does, then the chocolate finish will actually look almost like it's spoiled maybe by the sun. So it's important not to overheat this cream. And my little tip is actually I use the side of my hand and I just touch the pan, and as soon as the pan feels hot, which it does now, I take it off the heat and I pop the chocolate in. I let that sit for 20 seconds or so, just so that the cream can cool naturally and the chocolate can settle. There we are. Meanwhile, I've got a little cup of white chocolate, just any standard white chocolate here, which is going to add some contrasting colours to the Millionaire. So that's now ready to stir, and the best thing to do is stir it from the middle outwards. Now I can tell I've been cautious on heating this cream, and it's going to need a tad longer, which is fine. I'd rather we do that than it spoil and then we have to start again. But you can see it's starting to come together, but I might need to pop it on the hob for a few more seconds. But in fact, no, that's perfect. So you do need to give it a really good stir to get that chocolate melted in with the cream. And then this is now the fun bit. So we're happy that's all incorporated. So we grab the base. Here she is. And we're going to pour the chocolate on. Now you need to work really quickly because this chocolate is going to harden, and once it hardens you can't actually play with it and put patterns in there. So you want to smooth it over nice and quickly. Don't worry if it's not neat, because gravity and the cooling of it will actually flatten it all out. It will lose this shine unfortunately, but it should still look very nice. Okay. There we are, so that is on. We now grab this. Now there's loads of techniques you can use. One of the simplest ones is to actually just do flicks. So what I do is I grab the chocolate and I just start it off by giving it a little wiggle. I'm just going to bring that in a bit more so you can see. And then literally I just flick it over. I don't worry about skidding over the edge. That can be cleared up afterwards. Like so. But you can do swirly ones, you can do circles with cobwebs, which is what I've done for the other base today. There we are. And then grab a sharp knife, and again doing this quickly. If you leave it, this will harden like so, which is fine, it still looks pretty. But if you want to do the feathering, and you just gently glide your knife backwards and forwards, and it creates that nice sort of marbled effect. And then you put this in the fridge for a good hour, I'd say. And once the chocolate's completely hard, it's ready to be cut and enjoyed. Hello, Ellie's back.
Hi guys.
Chocolate is ready, so Ellie's going to show us how to cut it, and then we're going to try it, aren't we, Ellie?
Sounds good. So, it's ready. It looks a little bit messy around the edges, but don't worry. We're going to trim them off and eat them later. Let's go in. So, we start by peeling off the edges. Yeah. And then always keep a piece of cloth or something to wipe your knife, so then it keeps the chocolate nice and neat on the top. And then you just trim off the edges to one side.
Okay, so now it's time to cut it properly. We've got rid of all the little raggy bits. This Millionaire base, if you follow the recipe using the same size tray that we recommend, it will be 27 centimetres long. Today I'm going to go for 5 centimetres wide, like so. In fact, Ellie, you're going to do the honours for me.
And then we're going to go in half as well, so you get a nice chunky piece, like so. Do you know what? I'm going to quality control it now. Let's go.
Brilliant. And if this sounds like too much work for you, then come in. We do it every day. Enjoy it with a coffee. And if you do try it at home, let us know if you've got any questions at all. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.